Hi everybody, it's Catherine from In the Pink Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today I have a treat box for a pack of Tic Tacs. These Tic Tacs, I put a sticker on there before I decided to do this because I'm putting these in, I have a really big advent calendar for my kids. And I had already decided to put them in, so I put this sticker there from last year sometime. But they're cute little pugs. So that's not on the Tic Tacs, but they have two kinds this year. The nice that has the white with the candy canes, and then there's a naughty, which I believe are cinnamon, and my kids didn't like them, so I didn't buy those. But it fits in there perfectly, and the box actually measures 3 3/4 by 2 by 3/4. Alrighty, and I used Snowman season for the Snowman. I used the Brights Designer Series paper for this piece, or the DSP. I used, for the label, I used the Hydrangea dies, and for the sentiment, I used Sweet Little Stockings, which it says Peace, Joy, and Kisses, which would have been a good one for Hershey Kisses, but I needed something just a little bit, something small. I used the, what is this here? White organdy glittered ribbon and some blends to color it and some rhinestone basic jewels for the snowflakes on there. Alrighty, so what we need here, oh, I wanted to tell you, today on November 8th, 2021, all orders that are $50 or more, Stampin' Up is providing free shipping, so you don't have to wait for a refund from me. It's just their special for 24 hours only. So on this day today, which is actually the day before for me, but December 8th, 2021, they're offering free shipping for $50 or more. So if there's anything in the last chance products that's being retiring that you want, I would get it with the free shipping. Okay, so what we need is 2 pieces of the Brights Granny Apple Green Designer Series paper that are 1 3/4 by 2 5/8. We need a scrap of Granny Apple Green cardstock for the sentiment. We need some basic white for stamping. And we need a strip of real red that is 9 1/8 by 2. You can get 4 of these out of 1 sheet of cardstock. So this is a pretty economical gift. These I paid $1 for in Walmart. Usually I see them a lot of places for $1.39, $1.59. So it's really not too expensive if you have a lot of like office mates or kids to give them to. Okay, here's my Simply Score, and we're going to start on the 9 1/8 side of the real red cardstock. And we're going to score at 1, 1 1/4, 4 1/8, 4 7/8, 7 3/4, and 8 1/8. Okay, and that's it. All right, before we burnish or anything, I'm going to get my delightful tag topper punch, which I used for the top. I probably forgot to tell you that. And each end we're going to punch with that. And I'm just going to put it on the back, and it should fit right nice and evenly because it's 2 inches. And just flip it around, put the other side in, and get it in there right, and oops. And there you go. Okay, now, if you notice, there's a 1/8 inch strip there and a 3/8 inch strip here. If I did a 1/4 on each, it was too big. If I did, it was too small. If I did a 1/2, it's too big. If I did 3/8, it's too big. So what I did was I did 3/8 in the front. Oops, I'm bending my label. And 1/4 in the back. Alrighty. So this fits the top perfectly. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold the middle ones and burnish them. And then this here, we're going to fold the first one down on each side And then the one closest to the label cutout, we're going to fold back. Whoops, I just did it wrong, but that's all right. Okay, so this is done. We don't have to do any cutting or anything, which is what a lot of people like, no cut. I think cutting it is easier sometimes than no cut. This one's a really simple no cut, but sometimes with all the folding, I find it's easier to just teach people how to do the tabs. All right, so now I'm going to put this to the side a minute, and I'm going to get one of the pieces of the DSP, and it is 1 3/4 by 2 5/8. All right, and we need a piece of scrap paper. I'm going to put that underneath, and I'm going to use the snowman image from Snowman season, and I'm going to use some tuxedo black ink, and I'm just going to put this right on, just center it right on there. You don't have to get all of the tree, but I kind of want the snowman centered. I'm just going to press it. Okay, now we're not going to be coloring on this, but what that does, it helps us not have to fussy cut out the hat pieces and the arms. Alrighty. Okay, so now we're going to do a new one that we're going to color on basic white, and we only need to do the actual snowman. And then I fussy cut one already, and what I did was I cut around it, and I didn't cut the arms out or the top piece of the hat. Okay, I just cut the basic shape. All right, we'll use this one because I already cut it out and it's nice and dry for us to color. All right. So now we need just 3 Stampin' Blends: dark pumpkin pie, dark real red, and dark granny apple green. And for the hat, I'm just going to do the skinny pieces in granny apple green. Okay, and then for the scarf, I'm going to do the wider pieces in granny apple green. Okay, and for the smaller pieces of the scarf, I'm going to do real red. But I don't know if you guys have Dunkin' Donuts by you, but they have the medium lattes for $3. So I had one. Okay, and then the big pieces in the hat. Sorry, it shouldn't be distracting. Okay, and then the main part of the hat I'm going to do in all red also. Okay, that's it for real red. All right, then dark pumpkin pie, I'm going to do the nose. All right, now we're going to bring in the piece of DSP that we stamped, and we're going to just glue our snowman right over where he belongs, and then we don't have to fussy cut the hat or the arms out. You could do this on blue paper too, so that it's not green snow, but I really want a green and white. Green and red, sorry. Okay. Okay, and now while that's drying, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of Stampin' Seal on the back, just a little bit, and I'm going to stand up my Tic Tacs inside, make sure it's even, and then I'm just going to squeeze it, and then it will stay right there. Okay, so now the larger piece of the top is in the front. I mean, if you do it the other way, it's really not a big deal either, but that's how nicely it fits in there. Okay, all right, so now let's put our DSP on, and I'm just going to put it on the front and back with liquid glue, and you needed 2 that were 1 3/4 by 2 5/8, and one of them you stamped on the image on it. And there should be about 1/8 of an inch all around. maybe a little less on the top and bottom to allow for the score lines to puff it up a little bit. Okay, now we're going to flip it over and glue the back piece on. And this one's a little bit easier to do than the gingerbread house was on Friday. Or no, yes, Monday. I did it. I finished it on Friday, but I actually put it up for Monday. That's why I'm thinking it was then. But this one's a pretty quick and easy little treat for somebody. Alrighty, now we're going to flip it back over. And I'm going to get my piece of Granny Apple Green cardstock and the Sentiment Peace, Joy, and Kisses from Sweet Little Stockings stamp set. And I'm going to just put it on the, stamp it right on there. And then I'm going to use the die from the Hydrangea dies to cut it out. And I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to get my white glittered organdy ribbon and I'm going to put it through the 2 holes. And what I want to do is I want to get the bow to be right in front of the circle so that it's not hanging out on the top. So I'm going to tie it and have the knot kind of be in the front there, not all the way on the top. Okay, and on the lower piece, I'm going to string my sentiment. You could also tie the sentiment on with a different piece with some twine, though, if you don't want to do it on here. Okay, and then whichever piece is lower, we're going to make the loop and then come around and poke it through the back. All right. And there we go. And we should have our bow and our pieces in the front. I'm just going to clip it off. All right. Almost done. Okay, now I need my Wink of Stella. And I'm going to put it on the tree. Little tree on the snow and on the snowman parts that don't have coloring on it, or else it might drag it. You probably, I haven't been able to show so that you can see it yet, so you might not be able to see it. Let me see if I can get it up there for you. Let's see it. Nope. I can't get it to show up. Alright, but it looks really pretty and sparkly. Alright, and then for the final touch, I need some rhinestone basic jewels. And all the little ones. And I'm going to just put them on top of where the black snowflakes are. I don't like black snowflakes, so I'm just going to put them all over wherever there is a dot. Oops. That one's done. It's attached to here. And that's it. I just love this project. It's quick, it's easy if you have to mass produce, or if you just want something simple that'll take not too long. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the kind comments. And if you'd like to purchase any products, my address is at the top of the screen and it is linked below. Also linked below is my link to join my team if you'd like to become a hobby demonstrator or demonstrator. And the link to my blog that has all the measurements. Okay, please subscribe and hit the like button if you like my project today. And I will see you next time. Bye.